there's something about like my hair looking too curly making me feel like little Bo Peep. And that's not what we're going for. I want it to look so like effortless and, you know, like a cool girl, you know what I mean? Hey y'all, it's Christine. Today we are gonna be talking about this cut. I got a haircut. My hair grew out really long throughout 2020. It's 2021, and I am excited to be donning a new cut, new style. I'm going to talk about a few different things today. So basically this video is going to be in like two parts. For the first part, in just a little bit, I'm going to show you exactly how to style the hair just like this. It's a very effortless, like barely there waves, kind of like messy lived in type of look. In the second part of the video, I'm going to talk about how I actually ended up at this cut. Initially, when I first left the salon, the haircut was it was strange looking. It was incomplete looking. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't like the picture that I brought in. It just didn't look good. And luckily we got it fixed. So we're gonna talk all about that later on. But just quickly, just so you guys have an idea, I ended up getting an A-line lob or long bob. And I also got some layers, so longer layers. So you can see there's some like shorter pieces throughout. Typically I like to just clip up the top portion of my hair just so, you know, I don't have hair in my face throughout the day. And even that like half up, half down look, I think it looks really great with this cut as well. I'm gonna try out a different method than what I have been doing. Typically I will use a curling iron and just do some really loose like curls, loose waves, but I'm gonna do something a little different this time. I'm gonna be using a flat iron. I've had this for years. Some of you guys may remember, and I'm gonna be putting it at a lower temperature this time. So I'm gonna put it at 270 because I find that if you're practicing something, you don't wanna like put it at such a high temp and fry your hair. And then what ends up happening is like when you fry it, it makes it look more frizzy versus like nice and sleek. Just let that heat up for a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I've been bad about using like a heat protectant, but I'm gonna use it today. Just brush that out. Okay, I'm just gonna clip up just the top portions of my hair for now, because really I want that top layer to look the best. I may or may not do this if I'm in a hurry or, you know, when I'm just wanting to get a little bit of texture in the hair. So we're not going too crazy. I'm not wanting a very like voluminous, like curled look. I want a very effortless lived in look. I'm just gonna take a section here and we're going to be working in horizontal motion like this. If I can do this and it turns out okay after not having done this method for a while, you can do it too. So we're gonna do a bend like that. Go the other way, and then back in. Okay. And I'm not gonna be neat about it. It's okay if some have more of a bend than others because we want it to look lived in. We don't want it to look perfect. And for the back section, I'm just going to twist it like this. You can do the same motions, but really we're just trying to get some bend in the hair. I'll do a little bit here too. I just want to like change it up a little bit. Just gonna give it a slight bend like that. Pull it down. Same for some of these end pieces. Just pull it down. But let's go ahead and work on the top layers now. I'm loving it at the lower temperature. It's great. I don't know why I never thought to do this before because like you are pretty much like frying your hair if you're putting it at such a high temp. Same idea. We're going to do the little bend in and out for some pieces, and then for others we'll just do just a little twist. And don't worry if like some of the strands fall out. Perfection is not key here. So we're gonna lift up this time. Love it. I love it. Lift it up, go in, down. If you want that A-line type of look, the more you can get some like volume back here and then let it fall more naturally in the front without too much volume at the front, is gonna create that like effect. Okay, and then to finish it up, let's try out a texturizing spray. So this is a texture spray wax. I'm gonna flip my head over. This is what I see hairstylists do. So I wanna try it out and see if it makes any difference. So what do you guys think? I want you guys to try this look out and tell me how it turned out for you, because if you've been trying to achieve this type of look for a long time too, but just never quite got it, let me know if you finally got it now. Because this is such an easy style, and it's really nice to not have to like spend so much time and try to perfect like every single curl, ringlet, you know? So have fun with this, let me know how it turns out, and send me pictures. I really wanna see. I wanna see how it works out for you and how it makes you feel, more importantly, because I feel so good right now. I feel really happy. I mean, who doesn't love having a good hair day? On to the story time. What happened? So, you know, I went into the salon, I showed a picture. I could tell that my hairdresser was a little frazzled that day. Like, she was getting calls nonstop, so she was like cutting my hair and like being really engaged on these phone calls at the same time. And I'm like, damn, I mean, she is multitasking, but this is kind of scary because I want her to do a good job on my hair. No shade, I mean, she is, in my eyes, a boss lady, and I've gone to her many times and I really trust her. So that's why, like, I even went back for her to fix it, because I knew that if she was focused, that she would do an amazing job. So what happened, she cut the back pretty well. You know, we had the choppy layers, but the front was like really long. I had these long layers up front and then some short choppy ones that just made the bottoms look even like more thinned out than necessary. And it just didn't look good. It felt so imbalanced in so many ways. It was like a distance, like that kind of distance between those like layers that were sitting above the longer layers, and it just looked odd. But it was a really quick fix. I went back in, I asked her, I was like, if you could just like chop off those ends, just chop those off, I think we'll be good. And that's pretty much what she did. It took like 5 minutes. I was so incredibly happy after she did it, because I felt like the look looked more balanced and it just looked better. And I think this is a really good like in between if you're not sure if you want to go really short or not. I had a few of you on Instagram ask me some questions about the cut. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, specifically my stories, definitely check that out, because on stories, that's where my followers there were able to see like the cut reveal. They were the first ones to see it. One of you guys actually asked me if it was awkward to have to go back to get it fixed. I was just uncertain of what to do. I was like, maybe I should just try to trim it myself. But then I thought, no, like, let's just suck it up, go back and ask them to fix it. And it wasn't awkward. I think if anything, if I were a hairstylist, I would want to do a really great job, and I would want my client to be happy. So it's actually better to go back, especially if it is a stylist you've gone to for a while. Like, it's better that they know and understand what you like and don't like. So the more that you can communicate that, the better in the long run. I really do appreciate a good hairstylist. I really do. I think coloring well, cutting well, it's like such an art. The fact that we just got here in the end, I am grateful and I'm happy about it. And I just want to say, stay safe, y'all. I hope you're doing well. I will see you guys next time.